Hi, this is Alice Bull from scraphappy.org at Creativation 2019. I am at the Vicki Boutin booth with the amazing Vicki Boutin. Hi,
Oh, I'm
Vicki.
so excited that you guys finally got in here.
Oh my gosh, it has been insane. Her booth has been packed every single day. This is day 3, and I had to get first shot of the day. So I'm so glad we're here.
It's not because I think it's as busy as they try to leave, but I don't stop talking.
Well, I think part of it is that your stuff is amazing and people are excited by it.
Thank you.
So
I have lots to share. I'm excited. You guys know.
Yes.
I love doing this, so it's always one of those, I still can't believe I'm here.
So all my friends have been telling me that your stuff is amazing, so I'm excited to see.
Well, let's roll through it because I'm excited. This release, I'd have to say, Color Kaleidoscope is the name of it. I don't know. It's from the heart. It really is. It's not that every single one of my releases hasn't been, but I'm green. I was new for the first one, and I find as each new one rolls out, you kind of find your groove, and so I'm super excited, and I can't wait to share it with you guys.
Awesome.
Let's go. So, where are we going?
Yeah, if I stand beside you, I think it works.
Perfect.
Good.
Let's start embellishments. It's easy, and everyone likes it. It's like the jewelry of the scrapbook industry, right?
Absolutely.
So you almost need to buy the outfit first and then accessorize, but let's just
start with the
Charlie
fun.
it, right? With the fun stuff. So thickers in my handwriting.
Oh, look at those thickers. That were colorful is magic.
I know.
Absolute magic.
And my Canadians and UK peeps, there's no you. I know there isn't, but I work for an American company. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Colorful, everyone will still understand what it means. It's okay. But when we were designing these, it was, we weren't sure, can we do one side black and the other side gold? And as we went through, we were like, oh my goodness, we can mix color and pattern. And I'm like, okay, give it all to me, because give me all the color. So Colorful has all of them in there. Say Cheese has some dots. But there's a whole bunch of, I like to do really open themed products, so it doesn't matter what your paper craft is. Card making, I've said this so many times, but it's important. Scrapbooking, traditional, mini books. I want for planner, anything that will get people into the hobby, I'm all about. So 2 sides of those, and then built in you'll see all these little, anywhere I could fill that we have space, we put something in there. So it's not just a set of thickers, but you have embellishments with it as well, because I'm all about, right?
I use those so much, so I really appreciate that those are added to the pack.
So this is kind of where I start. And then I like things that I can layer and that will work standalone as additional titles, or just build for my layers for subtitles or for ephemera. So these are chipboard thickers. And you have 2 sides, and there's little words, there's a couple borders, there's numbers. And
You've got a little bit of fun foil going on there.
It's iridescent is the theme in this line. So that was, if we were going to have a special finish, I wanted, let's do something different.
Iridescent is colorful, and this is the color Kaleidoscope.
It's kind of rainbows, right? Capturing rainbows. This one, my sign had to move over, so let's see if I can sneak it off. Eek. There we go. Stickers, 6x12 stickers, double-sided. Again, just more, I'm all about the layers. I want things that make it easy to repeat your favorite scrapbookers or card makers' designs. So I'm always intentionally thinking about the things that we can layer. So we have that, 2 sides. And then look in there again. It's hard to see because you won't see this, especially if you're shopping online.
There's a white
They look white.
shine. Is it white or is it iridescent?
It's iridescent, see?
Oh,
But it's hard. You can't. It just looks like open space. But when you get there, there's arrows and stars, and they look super pretty when you put them on your projects. And then these open spaces, because I want to be able to layer some of those chipboard words. And when we get to the puffy stickers, I want to put those in those spaces. So again, done with intention. When we're designing it, I'm like, make sure we have open spaces that you can layer all of your embellishments with.
Cool.
So let's keep rolling. I've got lots to talk about because I'm going to go through all of it. Ephemera packs. I have to do 2 because they limit my number. They're like 50 is the max. I'm like, so you see 50, I will shove 50 pieces in there. So this one is more icons. So all of the pretty pieces that come out of the paper in this line. So you have birds and butterflies and banners and hands and some titles. But don't forget about this second one, because it's the workhorse of your ephemera. It's the journal blocks and the tags and all those pieces that you want to layer and ground your titles and your stickers on. And this set actually I use more of this time around with all the other stickers than this, because this is easy. I'll just pop that on there. It's a butterfly. You know, you can find somewhere to use that. But those are all the pretties in there. We've changed the packaging on this as well, so you can see what's in there. Okay, so I love that. So we have 2 of those. And 2 paper pads, a 6x8 for you mini book card making lovers, all in smaller scale. All double-sided, but see all those patterns. So you have your A side and your B side. Some are different than even that in the open stock, but I love these. I cannot wait to make a mini book out of this and some cards. But I only had 1 pad, so I haven't even dug into it yet.
Oh my gosh, you haven't even got to play with your own stuff. That's like torture.
I did with some, and when we get to the samples, what I'm excited about is I made 9 layouts and I think 6 cards, and I only opened 1 pack of everything.
Wow.
I did not open because I needed 1 for photography, so 1 pack. So I'm like, how far can I stretch it? And I still had lots left. This sticker book, when you see this, it's just a sticker book, but there's more magic in there than the title tells you. On the front, you see all of these kind of layered embellishments.
With a little bit of foil happening.
In there.
Yeah.
But the idea is that's the inspiration then to make your own. So if you come and take a closer look here, I made a whole bunch of these DIY layered embellishments.
Cool.
I love this. So, and then had tons left. You still use all the little titles because there's always word strips. I like this kind of word confetti, word strip kind of thing because they're great for subtitles if you have a space to fill in or something to put off a photo.
And you'll have pictures of stuff like that on your site and on your Instagram.
Well, you know I will. You know I will. And then all the people, as soon as they start making with it, I like to share it on my Instagram and Facebook Lives. If you know, on my Facebook page, I do, not my artist page. A lot of you are trying to follow me. If you have to ask for a friend request, you're on my wrong Facebook because I don't even post on there anymore and it maxes you out at 5,000. So I'm not ignoring you, I just can't add you. It's done. That side's done. On my artist page, millions could come. Let's get millions of people scrapbooking again. Wouldn't that be exciting? So, and then we have our open stock paper. There's 12 double-sided sheets, and each, like it's one of these ones you don't really want to cherry pick the line because each one is magic. I don't think there's one paper in here you couldn't find use for, fronts and backs. They are super fun, and they're meant to layer. So you'll see tone-on-tone greens, but then I'll pull the pink out and something else. Look you could totally watercolor these. Anything that are customizable, so you're investing in 1 sheet of paper.
Because you know we want to play with your mixed media stuff too.
Yes, we're going to get there. I'm saving that for last. And we're even changing the word. I'm not going to call it mixed media anymore.
Okay.
I'm going to call it art for everyone.
Okay, now we know. Art for everyone.
Yeah. Mixed media terrifies people, right? It is something that shuts people down before they even try it. So I'm like, let's take the word out if that's going to help people to get into it. We'll get there. That's a whole different soapbox message that I'll share with you. The other thing, I said the puffy stickers. These puffy stickers are actually embossed. See the pattern?
Yes.
So that one that's wood grain actually has rings around it and that arrow pops up. So I love these, and I'm one who's all about making puffy stickers that are actually like the supporting actor or the supporting cast for the other things. You could put the centers in the middle of your flowers or in some of those embellishments that are mixed in.
Right.
So that's exciting. Like I said, a 12 by 12 paper pad, always double-sided. If I have to pick between specialty finish or double-sided, I will go with double-sided because more bang for your buck.
It's so much versatility.
Yeah, I love it. I'm saving this for last.
Okay.
Foundations paper, still here, one of my biggest sellers because it is 140-pound smooth white paper. So if you want to do any artful techniques on it, or if you're into alcohol markers or card making, smooth and white, and people love it. Like this has to be, even if they aren't into some of the scrapbooking, I find artists that are buying this. It's hard to find, and it's $7.99 for the pad. So 12 sheets, and great, you can cut it apart, use it for whatever you want. So this is one of those things that I thought, so you see this pretty piece on the front, you're not sure, okay, what is it? It's ready to use mixed media pad, meaning if you are nervous about doing some of this stuff, I put a pad with 12 patterns together, repeated 3 times, you get 36 sheets in there for $19.99. I have them open, so you guys can take a look.
Oh.
Some have gold foil on them, and then some are just painted backgrounds. And this has been, I don't know, crazy popular. I didn't even see it coming. But look at all of those patterns. So people have loved this because you can leave it just as it is, or you still could take your stencil and add texture on it, or dry art crayon, or even more watercolor. And if you look close, do you see the texture on there?
Yes. It's like kind of dotted almost.
So it looks like you did it.
Oh.
You know, and I'm not going to tell. You totally can take. I'm not going to tell that
look
you
at this
didn't
magical
do it.
thing.
When your family looks at this and go, "Oh my goodness, you are so talented," I'll be like, "Yes,
thank you,
yes,
thank you."
they are. Look what they made. I love it." And you can even see where the gesso layer was underneath. It really reproduced beautifully. So that has been super popular. So if you again are shopping online and you can't tell what it is, I'm hoping these things will help you. What else do we have to show? Oh, new stencils. My stencils are really popular. Oops, I'm throwing stuff around because it's what I do. Because they're $5.99 for 3.
Oh.
So each one of these packs has 3 different stencil patterns in them. This one is called Botanical, and this one is Kaleidoscope, and it has beautiful layering circles.
I love that.
I love
Circles
them.
are one of my favorite things to stick on
Well,
pages.
it's easy, right? It's easy, and they're great layerable pattern. Like you can put it behind your title. I love them. So 2 of those. A new set of stamps, and they have 3 dies in there as well. So anywhere you see pink means it's the die. I love that bird. And then of course flowers, because you can do tons of stuff with that. And then some little card titles as well.
And the banners you've carried through different elements of the collection.
Yes, I like it because like I said, it's great to hang on the corner of your layout or under a photo. So banners, I think, never get old.
And I have to say, I got your watercolor brushes, and they are so nice to use.
Well, 6 watercolor brushes for $19.99, and they aren't the kind that drip. They're actually good watercolor brushes.
Yeah.
It's one of those things when we were testing product, and they sent them to me, and I'm like, yes. And I thought I was going to get 1 or 2 in a pack. And when they got that price point for 6...
Because you have different nibs, right? It's not like you're getting the same one.
like
they all have different tips.
Wide flat, a medium flat, a small flat, and then 3 rounds. So it is. They really are awesome. Still have the paint brushes. New to this release are the watercolor markers. I know, wait till you see this. Look at that pigment.
Oh, those are beautiful colors.
Right? So watercolor markers aren't a new thing. It's just my color palette.
Yep.
Okay? The whole idea, too, is it's 1 drop. I squeezed 1 drop out and then brought a wet paintbrush. I didn't use it right out of the marker, so my product lasts longer. So if you are a painter, like you like to color all your stamped images, I would recommend a little bit of a dot on the page and then pull it out, or even better, take it on a palette off of your project and then start loading it on, because you're going to waste so much pigment. They're dye based.
Well, maybe you want that really rich tone. You can do that too. You can actually do that like easily with this.
You can still get it, because you won't know. You just trust me. When you use them, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, there's a ton of pigment. There is.
I'm excited.
So super excited about those.
Okay.
I still have my existing glazes and gesso and matte acrylic gel. The new one for the show is, instead of crushed happy unicorn tears, I have taken the horn. But no unicorns were injured in the making of this.
Okay.
They regenerate, those unicorn horns.
Okay.
Didn't you know?
Yeah. They donated them.
They live on a happy farm.
They donated them for crafting purposes.
So it is a clear gel with glitter and the mica flakes in it. It's a lot of fun. And what else? What else? I want to talk. Okay, we have 2 new tools: a palette knife and the art wedge, which are great for working through your stencil, for mixing.
Okay.
I love them. If you'd like to do gel plate printing, they're great tools.
So with that, does it have like a little bit of flexibility and softness to
a little
it?
bit, but not too much where it's not firm enough to actually pull the mediums through.
Okay.
I'll show you. I have some out of the package.
Awesome. We'll
but
play.
It has, right? 3 different textured edges on there, and then 3 sizes of the smooth edge, and there's a little thumb hold in the back. So I love it. And then we have actually improved the stencil brush. So this one, I found the bristles were a little too long to actually get the pressure that you needed. So we improved it. We cut it shorter. So you don't have to worry now about pulling out your Tim Holtz stencils and trying to get a straight edge. We actually cut it.
Cool.
So it's working much better. I love that. And what else do we have? I think I covered it all. Still the main staples. You still have your acrylic paints, which are great for gel plate.
And they're beautiful colors.
Beautiful colors and really nice and opaque. So love those. The art crayons, which you know are my staple. I love these because you think it's a Crayola. My friends, it is not. Watch the Facebook Lives, watch my YouTube videos to see what magic is contained in this box of water-soluble crayons that you can use wet or dry. They resist. You can mix them with your mediums. Love those. And want to look at some samples?
Yes.
Okay.
Show me the pretties.
I just got the box of stuff before I left. So what's fun is I sat down, opened it up, and was excited to make. And I made 9 layouts. So this one is that background. I have not done anything mixed media on here except for cutting those butterflies out of that open stock paper and putting a little bit of a watercolor on them. So you can customize those. I always want to make sure there's a paper that you can cut apart and you can customize with some of the artful stuff.
Cool.
So we have that one. This one is showing that this is the page that comes out of that pad. Sorry. And this is adding a little bit of stenciled art crayon dry on top. So you can customize it and still get some like art for everyone kind of techniques in here, but it's not as scary. Because this can be scary, I get it. So this is a great stepping off point. And then we have, this is a sample of what all of the stencils look like. And again, those are just dry brush art crayon.
That is a beautiful background, showing off all the stencils. You smart girl.
And it's just little pieces of the foundation paper. So it could be scrap that's left over from a card that you made. And then that's simple. This layout, again, sometimes it's about simplicity, right? Just stuff that you can whip off in a shorter amount of time. That's that big circle one.
Circles.
Center cut out, cut a little smaller and mounted it on one of the back sides of the pattern paper and some ephemera. And it came together. That was a super quick layout. And I'm smiling as I'm making them because I'm like, look how easy that was. This here, red Solo cup, took the watercolor marker around the rim, kissed it onto the page, misted it with water, and then they bled. I love it. Like, look at how they wick out. So again, that was super easy. You don't have to have any special tools. I just ran that watercolor around there and then embellished it. This is kind of a mix of mixed media, artful techniques with the pre-made page. So I just did that border to separate the two. Stencil. My page fell off. Look at that. So as I repair my booth while we're talking, and this is all was a blank canvas.
People like to see real. This is real life.
Well, you're going to get real with me, right? I don't even know how to do it any other way. So look at this. I put that new iridescent glitter glaze on there. It resists the art crayon. So that was just through discovery. Didn't know until I put it on there and went in with my stencil brush with the pink art crayon on there. And then noticed it was not loading or building onto the areas I had stenciled. Took a baby wipe, wiped it off, and found a new technique. And that's how you do it. It's all practice and play.
Playing with the new stuff.
It is.
Thank you so much, Vicki. Your collection is
I'm
beautiful.
so glad when you stop by, right? We've been doing this from the beginning.
I know. Your first year was my first year.
See? And so we're figuring it all out together.
It's so good. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Alice Bull from scraphappy.org at Creativation 2019 with Vicki Boutin.
See you later, guys.
1, 2, 3.